Come on! Let's go! Come on! Come on! Too easy!
With the 238th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Zach Sieler, defensive end, Ferris State.
So, small town, Pinckney, Michigan. I think we had 18, 19 kids on his high school team. So you're in that situation, you're playing both ways, both sides of the ball. I think he started his sophomore year, a little bit of varsity, but not much. Went back to JV, junior varsity year. Started both ways. So got a lot of playing time, a lot going on. Was a good athlete, good enough athlete that in a small town, he didn't need to push himself. He was just able to be successful or better than anybody else on the team, just based on his athletic ability.
We walked on to Ferris State. I was 220 freshman year and 217 going into my second year. And then by the time I left, I think I was 295.
You know, at our exit meetings, I told him he needed to, gain some weight and probably get stronger. And that's what he did heading into that winter of 2015. So
I think he was 8 or 9 deep in the rotation when he got there. And every year there's new guys coming in. So you just keep dropping down and down and down and down. I think Zach first touched the field maybe his junior year, first time he stepped on a field. It was in northern Michigan up in the UP. And one of the starters got hurt, and he got an opportunity to get in and had a good game and basically never looked back after that.
We ended up playing him more and more and ended up starting him towards the end of the year. And I think he started or played significant snaps the last 5 games or 6 games that we played. And he ended up having, I think, 8 sacks.
Ferris is incredible. I loved every moment there. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing going on, nothing really. The school's it. So we loved it there. We enjoyed our time there. It was a good time. I love all my guys there. I'm still super close with all those guys. So we always make sure to make a trip every year.
Spring of 2015, he had gained 20 pounds. So he was probably about 245 pounds. And he went from benching 225 4 times to benching 225 about 14, 15 times.
There's good days, there's bad days. I think Zach called me every day after a practice at Ferris State, and we talked, half hour, 20 minutes, or whatever it was. How'd the day go? What'd you do? What are you feeling? What are you seeing? All that type of stuff. And there's days where he's down and he's ready to throw the chips in.
Zach was an engineer major, so it was very difficult for him because of his class schedules to make it to workouts, or lifting. And so we arranged, me, Derek Ash, and Zach. We would come in the mornings, I would say about 4 or 5 o'clock, and he would get his lift in.
YouTube was lucky. We looked up Muscle Farm, bodybuilding.com, any workouts we could find. It was just us in there. Like, we didn't know what we were doing. We were doing like 8x2, like bodybuilder stuff. And it was the absolute opposite thing you should do for football. But just that, keeping that mindset and that process has been the biggest thing for me. And a lot of those guys, they're quick to remind me, hey, remember what you were back then. I got a buddy in Amsterdam now. He first thing he goes is, bro, I used to start in front of you. I'm like, you did. He always reminds me of that.
And by the time fall of 17 started, he was probably 295 pounds. And he was probably benching 225 well over 30 times.
I was the first one drafted from my college, actually. Yeah, so I think this fall of my freshman year of college, true freshman year, wasn't playing, whatever. 2 more walk-ons came on for spring ball, and we became really close. We said, let's just get after it in the weight room. We didn't have a strength coach. We didn't have a nutritionist. We kind of just got into the weight room and just kind of watched YouTube videos and learned how to lift and get bigger and go from there. I mean, so I think between my 1 year, I put on like 30, 40 pounds. I was up to 240, 250 by fall or spring of my second year. So yeah, there was a handful of guys. We were called the Misfits, just a bunch of random dudes that we would just go down there, and our gym had no windows, no like AC, or it was just in the middle of it. We called it a dungeon. So we just go there and we took pride in it.
Throughout the process, he visited, 10 or 15 different teams before the draft. Everybody's promising everything, and we're new to all of it, right? We really don't know what to expect. Throughout the draft, hey, he's getting a phone call from the Buffalo Bills, let's say. We're going to pick you next. Okay, next call comes up, they don't pick him. And he's like, what the heck happened? Well, so-and-so came available. We didn't think he'd still be available. We needed a wide receiver, so we had to go with him. Next call, Arizona Cardinals. And this happened time after time after time. So your hopes are up, and then they're dashed. Your hopes are up, then they're dashed. And it got to a point where he just kind of set his phone down, walked away from everybody in the house, and just went up to my wife and I's bedroom. We turned the TV on up there. It was just the 3 of us.
Zach, Ozzie Newsome in Baltimore, how you doing? Okay, we had a good visit when you came to Baltimore, right? You did, but I spent about 30 seconds with you. Yeah, it was a Saturday, exactly right. But you came in, you know what? You looked like a 5 technique when you walked into that door. And we're in the 7th round, and you're Raven.
This is a good football player. Not only is he going to make a team, you're going to hear about this guy. You watch the tape on him, and he just is way better than the players he plays against.
And it's I can't really even put it into words. You get emotional when you talk about it because of the commitment and time and love you put into that. So it's very rewarding, very, very rewarding.
All right, here we go.
And he has the asterisk next to his name as the last player ever drafted by Ozzie Newsome. He's already impressed the coaching staff as the strongest member of the 2018 Ravens team.
Yeah, and this is just, you can see that strength. Look, he does a little bit of a push around, and then he pushes the tackle all the way back, gets a hold of the quarterback. And when I asked John Harbaugh in our meeting, I said, give me the name of the guy. First guy comes off your lips as to someone, that we might not be aware of. This is the guy that he brought up.
Leaving Baltimore, going to Miami, coming off a practice squad, going into a 53, coming off of inactive, going active, being active, having some success, and then just keep building on that. And, by God's grace, staying healthy through all that as well.
Taylor, as it was about to be taken, throws it away. Zach Sieler with the pressure. This is sacked. That's it. The backside down. Sieler.
I'm Zachary Sieler, number 71, player for the Freaking Pirates.
Zach, you guys tell your friends. Who is it?
Ravens.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah, Coach. Yeah.
I'm going to have to call you right back. You know what's going on here, right?
I know. Thank you.
I'm going to call you right back.
All right, bye.
He's not gonna change his mind.
Selection, my show right now.
Someone else knows.
Walking out right now.
Dude, he made it. He made it.